y'all doing? Welcome to 27th Letter Podcast. You already know my name is Landry. Oniginde Bay. Got a special guest today, Infinite, one and only. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
When you talk about MCs from Canada, quote unquote Canada, matter of fact, North America. Coming from the East Coast MC type, I'd have to put him in my personal top 25. That's including the New York rappers and so on and so forth. Like, he's that dope. And we're going to get into it because he was there with these guys in those golden era. Pound for pound doing his thing.
For sure.
Getting the same love and respect, you know what I mean? From his peers, the legends, from your biggie. Like, we're going to get into it. You know what I mean? But Infinite's right here. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. You already know what it is.
You already know. You already know.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, we're just touching on the madness that's going on in the world with this coronavirus. Apparently some NBA players now got it. You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know.
The coaches was pulling the players off the court. You know? It's crazy. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
You know what, man? With the system, I just live my life day to day. I don't get caught up in the whole media scare tactic. What is gonna be is gonna be.
Yeah.
If we survive the nuclear weapons and atomic bombs all these years, what's coronavirus? Run up.
You just gotta know how to move.
Exactly.
That's what it is. That's all.
You know what it is? People move too dirty out there.
Yeah.
If you move clean, and you live clean, you should be
That's
fine.
how that started. You know.
Yeah.
Like, supposedly. You know what I mean?
But we know about the lab, but we won't get into that. We don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
But right away, I'm just going to get right into it.
No doubt.
So who's your mother? Like, were you born here? So on and so forth.
See, my mom, she was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
You know, Barbara, you know what I mean? And she had two of my brothers before. Actually, she had one of my brothers before she came to Toronto and had me and Squigs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was born in Toronto.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So what are you, the last born, middle?
I was the last on my mom's side.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, you were born here. Always lived in Rexdale?
You know, when I came from the hospital, when I was born, I lived on Jane.
Okay.
But then when I don't remember nothing about Jane. I was too young. So then
I moved from... trying to claim you right now. So you're from Jane.
I lived, the first place from the hospital was Jane. And then I moved to Rexdale after that.
Okay. So early years in Rexdale, how was that like? I just as a child, you know what I mean? The innocent years.
Running around. As a child, I wish I could bring back those days.
I know what you're talking about,
saying,
fam.
Man.
Beef patty and gravy time, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about fries and gravy? Come on.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Those were the days, though. Like, just growing up as a youngin', running outside, you know, just playing around. But that's when everybody was around, so it's like...
Everything was blessed.
We could bring back that, you know?
Fam, I can't even... I'll be watching my children. My son's 5 and 6. They want to go out and be like,
you got to
watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? About to build a drone to follow them around with a camera, you know?
It was like, crazy from a long time, but it just got crazier. You know what I mean?
It's televised now. It's like a lot of horrific stuff is televised now.
I mean, even you're going to be afraid to have your kids playing outside after seeing the two little girls get shot. Like, you know what I mean?
Psychological.
I was walking to the store when I lived in Rexdale. I was walking to the store. I was getting big. I was about 11 years old. And I heard, BAM! I heard somebody shot after me. But I looked around, and I seen a little pickup truck drive by slow. And I think it was some rocker dudes in there though, you know what I mean? But I was a little innocent kid. I didn't run, I didn't do nothing. I just looked, watched them drive by, and I just went about my business to the store, you know?
So
this is way back in the days,
so
man.
Hold on. So you're telling me at 11, this is something that you dealt with in Rex?
Yeah.
So you're just minding your own business. So that's like was that a regular thing? Or that was just...
That's the first time that I seen something like that happen to me, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, being inside my bed at night...
Did you feel like that was for you? Or you just managed to
I looked around, I was the only one outside.
It's crazy.
Some crazy people out here, man. I was a kid. And this is grown men driving by, slowly. Crazy, right?
And then you wonder how this generations are wilding.
Yeah.
Because, truth be told, a
Yeah.
lot of the examples were set by some of my peers and some of the peers before me.
Yeah.
We got to take onus, on
sure.
some level.
For
And
sure.
I see what you're doing. I see how you do with your music, the messages in your music.
Yeah.
You don't glorify certain things.
Nah.
Even though we know you've been through certain things, you don't glorify it.
See,
You
when
know what I
you
mean?
glorify certain things, they say like when you show like money and when you show this and you show that, it's like those are the people trying to look for it, like trying to, you know what I mean? Like when you glorify those, you don't have to glorify those things, man. People run away from glorifying those things.
Okay,
You understand?
I'm glad you brought that up. This is the next thing that I noticed, where this era, they like the camera. Unless you were a rap MC like you or acting in a movie back in that era, it's the only time we see camera is security.
Yeah.
Like, so we run from those things. These guys
yeah.
run to the camera, and you see how much of them get bodied so quickly.
Yeah.
Like a man will come out. Look at Pop Smoke. I swear the man just dropped the other day, and then he's gone already. And it's like a few of them it happens so often, and it's not even like, oh, just U.S. It's here too. It's happening in the city.
Yeah.
I'm hearing like, yo, this. I'll go read about a man getting killed, find out he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a rapper?
Yeah.
Then I go look him up. I'm like, God damn, he just started yesterday.
Yo, just pure rappers dropping out in the city. You know what I mean? You just have to know how to move and know where to put yourself. You know what I mean? But
we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on that because that's something I want you to touch on in regards to your own story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, so you were born out
In
here.
Toronto,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
Upbringing, playing innocent childhood, but like you just said, you had this little traumatic experience.
Yeah.
How did that shape you? Like, what did that do to you?
You know what? Growing up, I always thought about that. Like, why would somebody even try to do that? Like, to somebody's kid. Like, you picture your kid walking to the store. Like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
That's all I do. I'm like, I wonder why. That's all I could do.
Okay. How did you feel safe walking the streets after that?
I felt safe, but I was confused. Why would somebody want to do that? Like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah, minding my own business in the broad daylight too.
Madness.
On the Ave.
It's crazy. So how old were you when you got into music?
You know what? I started rapping about grade 5, 6. Like messing around.
Okay.
Probably grade 6.
At that point, who were you looking up to as far as MCs?
MCs? I was looking up to my oldest brother.
Okay, so they were like immediately your role models were right there.
Right, my role model was my oldest brother, Cain.
Okay.
That's my manager, you know?
Okay.
And I thought Cain was like the sickest rapper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's
So
probably why I started rapping so young, yeah.
He set the bar early.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
You remember your first verse?
Kinda. I met a 1-2 line, I think.
You laugh?
Yo,
You're laughing already.
my first rap? Holy.
You remember it?
I remember a 1-2, like, you want me to spit the verses?
Well, give us a couple of bars.
I don't remember bars. I remember, like, my name is Dale.
Stop this.
Rexdale.
What's up?
Holy, fresh not stale. Like,
Okay.
man.
What
We used
are
to battle. Yeah, we used to battle in the washroom at Smithfield. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So that's
I know those.
I think that's what got the bars up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because aside from your older bro, who was in the industry that you looked at, it was like, yo, that guy's ill, and I need to be on that level or sicker than that.
I was mad young, and I seen like Eric B. and Rakim, or who was doing it them times. There was a couple rappers coming out, Steezo, because we used to get Rap City back in the days, so we got to see people that were coming out in from New York.
What do you mean, the Rap City from the States?
Rap City in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, like we started getting Rap City over here. On Much Music.
Okay,
they were playing some. When you think about it,
they
were playing some sick videos.
No, they were.
Yeah,
not anymore, but they were.
Yeah.
They were.
So that's how we know certain foundation music like
Yeah,
BDP and Big Daddy Cain and certain little things. But that's like when we're young.
So
That's when
Rakim
we're
and
young.
those guys were a big influence on you.
Yeah, but I was more my brother. Like, you know what I mean? It was more like my brother I was looking up to. Like,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Missy, me too, though. She was doing her thing back then.
Yeah, Missy was.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Missy on to sit down. Hope she says sometime soon. Missy, you already know. Waiting on you, goddess. Anytime. But so grade 6, you start writing rhymes and doing your thing.
Yeah.
When did it become a thing where you're like,
I'm gonna do this?
Yeah.
When I went to Marion Academy, that's my high school. So during high school,
that's a big basketball school still.
Yeah. It's Father Henry Carr now, right? Mm-hmm. So during the end of my high school years, that's when I started writing. That's when I wrote my verse, I think, for Easy on the Motion, to be honest with you.
Say a word.
Yeah, like near the end of that,
So hold on. When did Ghetto Concept come into the whole thing for you? Were you part of the group already by the time you finished high school, or did that all come together?
No. Okay, so during high school, Ghetto Concept was formed.
But you weren't in it.
I wasn't in it.
Okay.
It was just
but you
Dolo
knew the
and
man.
Quadro.
You knew the man.
Me and Quadro were brethren, went to the same school.
Okay.
Dolo was in Jungle. He lived in Jungle.
Okay.
So we used to do like school assemblies and just rap, which I realized we were preparing for this. You know what I mean? But
it's a stepping stone.
Yeah. So watching Quadro them do their thing, I slowly came into the group because me and Quadro used to rap a lot at school, like I said. Mm-hmm. But then I slowly came into the equation, started traveling with them, and started doing shows with them too.
So what? You just kind of you just found yourself in the group one
honestly,
day.
Honestly,
it's like, yo, you're part of the group.
Honestly, they had a DJ. I don't know what went down. They got rid of the DJ. They fired the DJ, right? So I said, yo, let me be the DJ. I wasn't no DJ, Let me be the DJ. You know what I mean? Just so that I could travel with the man them. You know what I mean?
Let that be a lesson. When man, I'm telling you, the man's lyrically, skills wise, is that sick. But just to get his foot in the door, he made it known where it's like, he's willing to be the DJ.
I'm willing to put on the music. I could scratch because I watched my older brother when I was younger on the turntable, so I could do a 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? So that right there,
teamwork.
Mm-hmm, that right there that's how I joined the group. So one day at practice, when we were preparing for probably before Jack the Rapper, we're preparing for a show, and I put on an instrumental on the DJ at the DJ booth, whatever. But then I started rapping over one of an instrumental, and everybody stopped and was like, "Yo, Quadro already knew I could rap," but everybody else was like,
"You caught them off guard."
Yeah, they're like,
because you're like, it's just a DJ.
I don't know what fire I was spitting that day.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yo, you know what I mean?" Easy on the Motion had it was sequenced out a certain way. I think they sequenced it out too long, and I came and I started rapping right there. They're like, "Yo, we should record it like that," and then that's how that happened. Yeah,
classic song, classic legendary song, Easy on the Motion video, and that's another thing. Your videos, like I think you said your bro is into films. That's how you got into films too. So we're gonna get into that too. But your videos have always been on point. Yeah. Always, respect. Always. I'm doing my homework early on, watching all the videos. I'm like, like. You were doing your thing even for that era, and it's compared to the south of the border stuff. Like I seen one video, I can't remember which video it was. Mm-hmm. It reminded me on one of them AZ videos, the way you were moving in it. I'm like, this is sick. You know what I mean? Yeah. So so
for real.
So boom. Mm-hmm. That's how you got Easy on the Motion. Before you know it, you're in the group.
I'm in the group, and then Easy on the Motion. Yeah, shout out.
So how long were you in the group?
I was in the group, so starting from 94 until 96, 97. Probably 97.
It's a couple of years.
Yeah, because that's when I went solo did my own thing. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you did the group thing for a while. You guys had success right away,
Right.
out the door, like pretty much as soon as you touch the group and stuff.
Right.
Pretty much as soon as you grab the mic as a DJ,
Yeah.
this shit
Things start popping off. Like my homies were traveling before I came in the group. You know what I'm saying? But when I joined the group,
Juno.
that's when things started. Like, yeah, we got a Juno for certified. You know, that's what they recorded. You know what I'm saying? And then we got a Juno for easy on the motion. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it started off away, man. It started off away. You know.
At that point for y'all, you especially coming from Rexdale, and then you got to be around this industry folks.
Yeah.
How was that transition?
It's kind of funny because just watching, like I said, like
because they could come up to you and be all friendly, and you from knowing what you went through at 11 years old, you're like, yo, what you coming up so close to me? What are you dealing with?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
you know, yeah.
You got to make that transition, fam.
Yeah. So, but I never seen how I was moving until I see myself on like TV. Like I'm like, why am I moving like that? Yeah. I had to kind of calm it down. Relax. Bro, you know, I didn't know I was moving like that.
You know what?
Yeah.
When mans come out of jail, they call it jail rust. We call it that for you. That would be like the block rust or something. Because you know the thing about life is that you only think as far as if you only stay within the city limit. Yeah. You only think as far as this city limit.
No doubt.
You do what I'm saying? So you limit yourself. So now you were challenging yourself to broaden your horizon. That's what's happening.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I used to be quiet in the interviews and let
fall back.
Do the talking.
This
guy do the talking.
Yeah.
You know, I just watch.
You
know?
Again, we come from the air. We ran from the camera.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Even when I came home, I heard about this. The real Toronto videos that this man did, but I was like, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
The man got deported, all kind of shit.
What?
This is crazy. This ain't US.
I don't know
this ain't Florida.
I don't know what everybody was thinking when they did that, man.
It's crazy, yo. It's crazy. I mean, I think most people like to forget about that point in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But you had to make that transition into the industry, just leaving the block.
Yeah.
In this forefront of this group.
Yeah. And the thing is, when I was younger, when we're talking about when I was younger, we used to get videotapes from New York before Rhapsody came on. So we was like in the loop of what was going on in the States and stuff, right?
Because that's how I was asking when you said Rhapsody, because I'm like, there was a point. If you're talking about the other Rhapsody in the States, you better have a satellite.
Yeah, you better have or know somebody.
Or somebody sending you tapes.
You better know somebody.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I used to get this dude to tape Yo MTV Raps with me and all that. So, but there was this one station in New York called Video Music Box.
Yeah.
And it's a classic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You heard about Video Music Box?
Yeah. Who's that? Is that Ralph McDonald's? Is that the one?
It could be him.
I could be wrong, but I know about Video Music Box.
But when we did Easy on the Motion, and when that went on Video Music Box, I was like, yo, that was my first with the video situation. You know what I mean? I'm like, Video Music Box. And then it went to another level, and then we got on BET, and I was like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Then it started getting like,
it's really real.
Further,
it's
like
really
it started
real.
blowing more up. Like it's like, okay, first group from Canada to get on BET, right?
That's big.
So
that's big.
Yeah.
That's big, and because you guys are coming after what? Dream Warriors.
Yeah, Maestro was the first solo artist to get on BET.
Okay.
But as a group, we were the first.
Yeah.
To get on BET
as
a group,
that's
right?
Big. That's big.
Yeah.
So you left eventually for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did that come about? Just you saying, you know what, fams, I gotta do my thing solo. Because you guys had a lot of success together.
Yeah, we had a lot of success. You know, we start seeing differences because I lost my brother, and then
street stuff,
street shit. You know, so.
How did that affect you? That must have affected you.
Of course.
Because I could understand if you said, you know what, I don't want to rap no more. At that point, I could understand. Anybody could understand that.
Yeah. I said I didn't want to rap. I said on my way to the hospital, I told Dolo. Dolo was in the car, and I was tearing up.
Oh,
the
you were
road.
right there when it happened?
No, it happened, but I was at the studio when it happened.
Oh, okay.
And then I was driving to the hospital.
Okay.
But Dolo got in the car with me because he seen that I probably wasn't all there, you know. But I was tearing up the QEW, the 427. I'm like talking to Dolo, yo, my brother's dead. Fuck rap. Like I was like just on some different. I was on fire, you know.
No. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that affected me in a way, you know. I said forget this rap thing. But
So what made you stay?
I remember my brother say
The same one that passed?
Yeah, he's like, yo, you should do a solo project, you know.
So you owe it to him.
So I felt like I had to do it. And that's when I came up with the Infinite solo.
So
my
it's
thing, you know?
it's weird. It's weird how things happen. Even when I went to prison, I hate the fact that I have to go to prison. But there's a lot of lesson I picked up from it.
For sure.
There's a lot of
discipline.
There's a lot of blowback from me being incarcerated. I'm still dealing with.
Yeah.
But I learned so much, fam.
Yeah.
Like to understand what it is to evolve as a human being, I learned so much. Like I have rest in peace to my homie Logic. He just passed away last Monday
Word?
of health issues.
Oh shit, rest in peace, man.
And it's crazy. Like, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Like we gotta evolve. Like we gotta change the way we do approach life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was saying, like as youths, remember how you were 11 years old?
Yeah.
And that thing happened to you?
Yeah.
As youths, there's a saying where it says, fools are protected. Like children are protected because they don't know better.
They don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once you get to a certain age, that thing wears off. That protection you have wears off because at this point you're supposed to know better.
Yeah.
So, man's in our age group, if you're not moving right and you're still doing the same thing from like 20 years ago, you're not a good look. Yeah, you're not protected, fam.
Yeah, 'cause you're supposed to know better. You can't keep going in circles.
You're not
You know?
protected.
You learn
fam.
off your mistakes.
Exactly.
Only a fool
and
keeps doing the same thing.
And that's how some people, like, if you know, like, the way, like, this, you know, in science we talk about the energy doesn't die, you know what I mean? People don't die, it transfers. But sometimes you're forced to repeat, depending how you did. Because life is a test. It's a big, long exam.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And depending how you deal with it, and it's not so much about getting straight A's. It's just knowing yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you mess up, just know yourself. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
No
yo.
doubt.
It's crazy. But back to you leaving the group. Your brother passing. You said, you know what, I'm gonna stay. The you know what I mean? The sad news is about your brother passing, but the good part was that it motivated you
to come out as a solo artist.
and that's when you dropped the single,
That's when I dropped Gotta Get Mine.
and that was fire.
Yeah, that's that I have, like, that right there was the vehicle for my career, man. That set the tone and put me on the next level that I was on. Like, I don't know if you remember 108, FM 108, like
Hell yeah.
107.9.
Yeah.
That was like a commercial station that they used to just play my songs all day. And
So they were playing you like Drake before Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, them radio stations be killing the Drake music. I ain't got nothing against the God, but damn, I know there's other Canadian artists out there.
Yeah.
It's like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so you say they got you on heavy rotation.
Yeah, you know. I mean, 88.1, shout out 105.5, 89.5, you know.
Okay.
Those were the stations back in the days before 93.5 and 98.7 and
Flow and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it came out.
So
Dog.
that single came out.
Yeah.
You dropped the EP after, no?
I dropped the
360?
EP. Yeah, I dropped the EP.
That was dope. That was dope.
You know what I mean?
Up and
Did
down.
a tour. Had my first sold out show with that EP.
Okay, where did your tour go?
I went all across Canada.
Okay.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was good. That was my first I witnessed my first sold out show, and I'm kind of. Let me see. I think we got video footage of it. So I'm gonna try to look for some archive stuff. You know what I mean? But Yeah, that tour was sick, man.
Yeah. By that time, were you used to it though? Were you comfortable in your zone?
I was used to it because remember, I was touring with my group. I was touring with Ghetto Concept and preparing myself for that. So when that came, I was already used to it.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, instead of 2 other members helping you out on a song, you gotta like do 3 minutes by yourself.
It's all you.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference. Yeah,
it's all you. So basically, you had to have your A game to go solo.
Yeah.
You have to be on your A game. There's no falling back on nobody.
You
did it tour across Canada.
Yeah.
Did it drop 360. Shortly, let me see. After that, when did you get into the movies?
Shortly after that, we started doing. I did In Too Deep with On My Epps and Lynn Whitfield.
Okay,
actually,
you say listen to how casual the man just said that. Yo, I did In Too Deep with On My Epps.
Yeah.
On My Epps is a legend if you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Phil.
LL Cool J and a few of them. You know, a lot of my family's in the movie though. Like my mom is in the movie.
Say a word.
My nieces is in the movie.
So your brother's connected.
Yeah. My brother's in the movie. Yeah. So we had we could watch the movie and see everybody when they were younger. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Sick.
Word.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
But before you broke up with the group and whatnot, you guys used to go to like music events and whatnot.
Music seminars.
Seminars,
Yeah.
and one of them was like there used to be music seminars back in the days. Like the one was called "How Can I Be Down," where as an artist you go there, you meet other artists, and there's one called
Jack the Rapper.
Jack the Rapper. So tell them how that was.
That was my first.
How old were you? And what year was that type of thing?
This was 94.
94. How old were you?
About 18 or something like.
18. Can you tell them the names of the people that was at this thing?
Yo, listen, man. When I started seeing certain people, remember, this is my first. I remember I just got in the group, right? So this is my first big show. Like I did a show already with the man them, but this is my first huge thing. So I remember coming out on stage and seeing everybody in the industry that was hot.
We need you to drop names, fam, because I want you to drop the names.
I seen Suge Knight, Puff Daddy, Biggie Smalls. Like,
was Pac there?
I was looking for Pac, but I didn't see Pac there, and I was bent. I was bent because Pac was my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? So like seeing Biggie.
So you never got to meet Pac.
I never got to meet Pac.
What? So basically, this event, because I know the story, because I heard him talk the story, is the golden era. You know what I mean? Like
Pac was there the year before at the same event, but when we went there,
he wasn't there.
He got shot.
Oh, that's the year he
got shot.
Okay.
So he wasn't there. It was around the time he got shot.
Oh, shoot.
So maybe I would have got to meet him. Yeah. But he got shot and was alive. Like, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, that's the first shooting.
The first shooting in New York.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Like so Biggie was there. Yeah. All this Wu-Tang.
All of them.
Was Mob there? Or was Mob around those times?
Mob was just about to come. Mob came out. But they didn't come out with the Infamous yet.
Okay.
They came out with like stuff when they were younger.
Okay.
Like Peer Pressure and stuff like that.
I know about those ones. Yeah.
So they were still young in the game, you know?
Okay. I know because for me, for mans like me, we look at mobs like, yo, that music raised us.
Yeah.
But that's your class. These are your peers.
This is like my age group.
Yeah, these are your peers. Yeah. And I mean, rhyming peers too, that you could be on tracks with these guys easily and hold your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was saying early on when he first forwarded in, I was like, yo, are you influenced by P, Prodigy?
Yeah.
And he's like, so I kind of understand.
A lot of people used to compare the two because of whatever reason.
It's the swag, fam. Let me tell you something. We fought from an era where, first of all, we don't beg, friend. It's that attitude.
We don't beg nothing.
It's that attitude. We just chill. Like we're just too. Sometimes we might be too cool. Too cool for school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost standoffish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I see it. I see the
Yeah.
similarities.
We gotta stop that because I could tell you. I'm gonna tell you something about that Too Cool for School after. Like, just remind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can talk about it now.
Nah, like I did a commercial with 50 Cent, right? But before I got to the commercial, my mind was more like, okay, I know we're gonna be playing football in the commercial, street football, and I'm on 50's team, but we got like about 4 people on the team. But I was watching, I knew there was gonna be people on him like groupies, right? This is when 50 was crazy, growing
Get Rich or
up
Die
with
Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. But my boy is directing the commercial, Jesse Terrero. Shout out Jesse.
Yeah, he
From
does a
Jamaica,
lot of
Queens.
music videos. Too.
Yeah,
He's
and
sick.
a lot of
Fat
those.
Joe. He messes with Fat Joe.
He does a lot. He does them Spanish videos that you see blowing up right
Yeah,
now. All them
eh?
Spanish videos that you see them going crazy
I
over
see
right
his
now.
name a lot.
Look out for Jesse.
I've been seeing his name from time.
He does films. He did Many Men video for 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He does so much. Just look up Jesse Terrero.
Yeah.
Shout out Jesse, man. And Jesse's actually the guy. Him and his brother introduced us to the dude that named me Infinite.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. I remember that story you were saying.
Yeah, but 50 was on set, and then I was.
So you were like, you know what? I want to play cool,
I'ma
but I'm
play
gonna try
cool.
to talk to him,
Yeah.
without looking like a bath, like a begging
yeah. I'm
friend.
gonna wait till it's time to talk. I'm not gonna be like, yo, 50, what up, bro? Nah, none of that. None of that.
Stop this.
Yeah.
We're from Toronto,
Yeah.
man. We don't do that.
You know, but I remember my boy finally, like everybody's but then my boy introduced me in 50.
The director.
Yeah. So, because they're from the same place, in
Queens,
Jamaica, Queens.
yeah.
Introduced me to him. So, you know, if my boy's introducing me to 50, 50 must think that, okay, that must be your boy. Like, that's my boy too. Like,
Yeah. I could talk to him.
yeah, we're from the same place. So then that's when me and 50 started talking, right? But the other dudes were like trying to rap for him, trying to be on him.
Audition. They're
And I was just
auditioning.
like trying to just kick back and just watching these guys. But you know, so at the end of the day, 50 gave one of the little groupie guys the number, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So the Too Cool for School thing sometimes doesn't work, you know.
You know what next?
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you a story. This is a quick little story. When I was in the pen, there's a man who, before Drake became Drake, and any ends claim that's their brethren,
Yeah.
he must have seen the man somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, he's a rapper too. This guy, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Seen Drake somewhere, but he was still just the grassy Drake.
Yeah.
But he was, but he must have seen him with a girl or something outside somewhere.
Yeah.
Because the man didn't want to feel like a groupie, he didn't say nothing to the man.
Love them.
And up till I remember he told me that story a few times. It's almost like the man regrets it because now he's looking back and saying, "Look what happened."
Yeah.
All because
Too
too
cool for school. Yeah.
Don't be too
like
cool
me and
for
50
school.
had our moments, but I never kept in touch with 50. The groupie did. You get me, did? You get what I'm saying? Like,
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy how it breaks down
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta
So,
get it where you fit in.
Sometimes you just gotta just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't watch
just
nothing.
muscle it.
Don't
Just
watch
muscle
nothing.
it. Finesse it. Finesse
Yeah.
it. You gotta finesse
Yeah,
it.
it happens now because opportunities come. You know what I mean? And sometimes you miss opportunities because you're being too cool for school. Like you can't do that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at the same time, we still have it in us. We don't beg, friend. Like it's
You
still
know
not
what?
gonna change.
Listen, what is meant to be will be, fam.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
No doubt,
You feel what
no
I'm saying?
doubt, yeah.
Like at the end of the day, guess what?
Yeah.
You still got your dignity, you know?
Exactly.
Because the man there could have got the number and could have been our fake number.
Yeah,
Our 50's number picking up the car.
Yeah, fake BBM, all that. You know?
After the man
Yeah.
jumping up and down trying to
Yeah.
audition. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there was a real his security was a real one, and me and him kept in touch.
Okay,
for a
sick,
while, like
sick.
for years. You know what I
Okay,
mean? He's
sick.
looking out when they're on tour. He's like, "Yo, we're in Las Vegas. 50's bumping your CD right now. You know, like
Okay,
in the
okay,
room,
okay,
50's
okay.
bumping your CD. You know,
Sick.
you know what I mean?
Sick.
But guess what? I heard a 1 or 2 lines later in 50's track, but I never went after it. I allowed it. I never went after it.
You know what's crazy? A next old school T-Dot rappers told me the same thing happened with Guru. They
Oh,
must
really?
have, yeah, rest in peace, Guru. They must
Yeah.
have made a man hear something.
Yeah.
And later on, they heard the man say the line. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
dude. You know? But it is what it is,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah.
No
people
idea is
borrow-
original.
people-
No
we-
idea
we
is
borrow,
original.
Yeah, we borrow from each other, so that's
Yeah.
why I just allowed it.
Yeah.
Bounty Killer. I did a show in Toronto at the beaches, some huge show, 20,000
Stop
people.
this. With Maya.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
fam?
yeah.
What do you mean? I know about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They never let that happen again.
Yeah.
You know? Did you remember the Stampede? That
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my God.
But that show was sick, man.
What?
You know what I mean? But
That was sick.
I did take a look in my eyes. Yo,
And then
Killer came out like a couple of months later, look into my eyes,
Yeah.
tell me what you see, and everybody's like, yo. Everybody's like, yo. You know what I mean? Like, people borrow from people. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's
But
all
yo,
good, man.
it's a
We all
salute
borrow
to
from
you.
each other, man.
It's a salute to you.
Yeah.
It's a subtle salute to you.
Yeah.
You just gotta take it for what it is and just know that yo, you know what? I'm that sick.
No doubt.
I'm that sick. You know what I mean? But yo, what I want to touch on is you mentioned before that how you know something happened where you stopped music, where something happened where as far as the street became a part of the music, and that's something you said you regretted. So explain that, what happened, and what did you learn from it? Like, what were the mistakes?
You know what happened? It wasn't necessarily that I was putting the street in the music. I was in the street while doing the music. You understand?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got twined up, got caught up. I almost did 21 years. You know what I mean?
So what? There was a raid. All the man got nabbed. What year was this?
Nah, nothing like that.
Just you alone?
Just me alone. yeah.
Oh.
Just me alone. You know, thank God, you know, I got another chance actually, you know what I mean?
Oh.
But 14 minimum, 21 to 21. So, it was,
So when I tell you, the man's been through, like, that's why when he was 11 years old, going through what he went through, and then his brother passing. So you see the trauma the man went through.
Yeah.
At some point,
We're not
he almost destroyed yourself.
Yeah.
Behind all of this.
Yeah.
What made you stop? How did you get a grip?
Like I said, like, we don't glorify it, but we learn off our mistakes. So we just keep it more quiet, you know, start moving how you're supposed to move. And
Family man.
yeah, like, just, you know, you just have to know how to move, man. You know
Humble.
what I mean? Yeah.
I think that's one thing. When we grew up in that lion's den of the blocks that all over the world that we come from,
Yeah.
and then we step off of it, or we get older, we need to learn how to humble.
You have to.
Irregardless of the line within you,
Yeah.
you have to humble.
No doubt, bro.
Because it's always somebody sicker. And I've seen it in the pen so many times, yo. I've seen like little man make the biggest man scared, which scared the heck out of me. I'm like, yo, this little man making this big man scared. That scared me. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
So those are the lessons I'm learning. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not so much about, yo, is that fighting you? Yo, that look in your eye. From a man sees that look in your eye. It's like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
He means business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not about size no more. Like, I mean, when you're young and you get past a certain stage, that goes out the window, man.
For sure. So basically, you wised up. You know what I mean? Because I asked you about that. I have a friend right now. One of the guys that I met on my way out. His name is Lamar Skeet. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Ammo.
Yeah.
He got locked up for first degree.
Yeah.
But when his trial came, during his trial, the only thing they talked about was his music.
Okay.
And it's funny because the music, he wasn't even really making music before he got locked up. He was just venting about life in a Don jail and did a track about life in a Don jail.
Yeah.
You've been in them places, them type of places. You could get grimy and gaudy. Some of these places grimy, like get sicker than the streets.
Yeah.
So he's rapping about it, and that's what they play for the juror. So some of this stuff that he's talking about, when you're a juror and you're coming from certain, you're like looking at this child like, and he was young.
Yeah.
He's 18. Like, you know, it's prejudicial. He got convicted based off of those lyrics.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the actual murder case, fam.
Just because he's talking about the jail?
Fam, it's crazy, fam. What? The man said real, like, this is the line they used to say, yo, he says he's against snitching.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to say his case had to do with snitching. Somebody got dropped because they snitched, according to their story, right?
Yeah.
So they're saying, yo, he has that's his code. So in that rhyme, he must have said, what did he say again? Real. I think he said, real niggas don't crack the coppers.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
And then they got mad at that?
They literally took that and said, yo, you see? He hates cops. He doesn't want you snitching on no. But if you're in the jail and you understand, the way it works is, you have like 1-2 people that do the talking to the CEOs, just so to make things smoother. You don't have every inmate talking to the CEO. You just have delegates that talk to the CEOs. You feel what I'm saying? And they usually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
no doubt.
So that's what it is. So like you don't crack to the CEOs unless you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up. So they took that line and just twisted that.
Man, they try to take lines and put in my stuff.
From your case?
They played videos in the courtroom. Like
they tried,
I'm like, good luck. Good luck, because I'm smarter than that. Like I already know what I say. In my,
and you know what's crazy?
You know
You're an actor. How come they don't try to bring up your movies and say, yo, you see him acting? That acting he's doing? That's really him, you know? Why don't they do that? They won't do that.
That was whack, you know? The lawyer, the defense lawyer, whatever, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yo, I want to touch on a movie that you did that I saw in prison that touched me, that kind of shed a light on Tookie Williams. You were in that Redemption with Jamie Foxx.
Yo, that was a sick experience for me. Like just to be a part of that. That was sick, man.
Was that filmed here?
That was filmed over here, and I believe a few scenes were filmed in the States, but that was filmed in Toronto. And my brother, Cain, spoke to Tookie Williams on the phone too. Like, you know what I mean?
Rest
that
in
was
peace
crazy,
to the God.
Man. Yeah.
Rest in peace to the God.
Rest in peace, Tooks.
So the thing about the whole Bloods and Crip thing, it's a big discussion that needs to be had by us, because after I seen, I knew about the Bloods and Crips from time, right? And to be quite frank, that was never a thing here, except for like this, like I know Rexdale had NBC, that's about it, and then anything. Region at YBG, like as far as anybody saying any type of Crip or Blood, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mount Olive had it. Like,
but I'm just saying Rexdale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that. So but when I seen that whole thing transpire with Tookie, how he came in second from winning the Nobel Peace Prize, and they still killed him. So I'm like, yo, what are my chances out here, fam?
Yeah, no.
Like, how am I supposed to change and be like really?
Yeah.
So, like, trust me, that taught me a lot. That just shows you that, again, when it comes to moral science, we talk about status and type.
Right.
What you call yourself, Negro, black, colored. Yeah. If you claim whatever corporation, like we talk about certain things that will expose you to violence, that will leave you open. So I'm looking at all these people that are claiming all these colors. Look at what happened to Nipsey. Like he was dealt with by a next Crip. Yeah. Like I'm like, this is madness. This color thing is madness, because it's not doing nothing for us. Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's a bit, I don't want to put it on you to answer it, but it's a bigger discussion that needs to be had, because I don't get it. After I seen what happened to Tookie, and he literally started this shit and changed his life as best as he could around,
and the man,
while he was in prison.
While he was in prison, he made the truce happen too. You know, so
and they still killed him.
So the violence got cut in half at one point because of Tookie. They're not watching that. Like, yo, listen to me. When we do bad, you're going to hear about it. When we do good, you're not going to hear nothing.
Fam, they killed the man, fam. When he was the big bad Tookie, we know about him. But when he became...
When he's doing all the good stuff, they weren't talking about all that.
Get the chair ready.
Yeah.
Quick tins.
Yeah.
You see, if Tookie was still keeping up fuckery in jail, he'd still be alive, eh? No. They'll keep him alive and say, yeah, keep up the fuckery to promote it. But because he was doing the opposite of what they want.
I talked to a lady that was with Tookie right before they gave him. She was actually there when they gave him the lethal injection too. She's she played Lynn Whitfield plays her in the movie.
Okay.
Barbara Bicknell. Shout out Barbara. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Barbara said to tell my mom that I'm her son. Like, me and we're real close like that, you know?
Okay.
But she said she was holding Tookie's hands, and they were giving him the needle in the chamber. They were giving him the needle, and it took them a while.
Man, big arms. I can imagine that.
It's supposed to take like 5 minutes, right? They were there like for 15, trying to find the vein, they're getting pissed off. Like, why are you doing this to the man? You know what I mean?
Poking the man like crazy.
And then finally, they injected it where they were supposed to, and then Tookie just faded away, you know?
It's crazy.
I talked to her like the next day. I think the same night or the next day I talked to her, you know? That was an experience that I remember watching CNN. That was crazy, man. That was because Arnold Schwarzenegger could have did something.
Not,
you know?
Not him. He's just a figurehead. He's just a figurehead.
He was the governor at the time.
I don't know, but what I'm saying is this. A lot of these guys, politicians, just figureheads. There's people behind closed doors that you would never see that make those calls.
But his voice could have made a difference for
no,
Tookie.
But what I'm saying is this.
Clemency, you know
That's what I'm saying. His handlers are saying, yo, you know what to do.
Yeah.
So he has no say.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He's a puppet.
Man.
You know what I mean? So we can't even
they
get
mad. They could have made a
at
difference. They could have made Tookie live. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, up to this day, when I see Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm like, I don't want to see him.
No,
like,
but I'm saying, okay, I feel that. But even within it's just the same thing with Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Even within the quote unquote black community, we snipe down our own too.
Mm-hmm.
When, like, we know who killed Malik Shabazz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A.k.a. Malcolm X. We know who killed him. You feel what I'm saying? That man did his own people.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna keep that same energy for,
it wasn't right that he did.
No, but we're saying if we're gonna keep that energy for Schwarzenegger, you gotta
keep that same energy for him too. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sometimes we forget that.
For sure.
But Malcolm was on that ill shit.
Yeah.
Just like
Tookie.
Yeah. Sniped him down. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, yo. And he's still alive?
Yeah. They could have did something to keep him, but
it is what it is.
I think he was trying to prove a point, though.
It was written, you know and it's left up to us to pick up the pieces and just figure it out, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fam.
You see, when you're in power, you want to show people that you have the power. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something about being in power. Like the way I see it, just be ready, yo. Yeah. You already know. Just be ready, because you're gonna do things that's gonna piss people off. Yeah. Just gotta be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be ready. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mean like have security. No, you gotta be ready. Don't be relying on no security, yo.
Yeah. Can't rely on nobody, man.
No, you gotta be ready. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how we were trained.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not relying on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You rely on yourself. You know what I mean?
Watch your own back.
But I mean, having somebody watching your side is better too than not. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. But yeah, so what you doing now?
I mean, right
you
now,
doing the acting?
I'm about to get back into acting, but you know, I'm doing a little dabbling in the acting. But the music thing, getting another video prepared, another song prepared for the radio, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Working on certain things, certain projects. You know what I mean?
See. So how's the family? Everybody's blessed?
Family's good.
Children, raising children, all that stuff?
Yeah. Family's good. Everybody's blessed. And my niece, y'all better look out for my niece.
Oh, she do?
Cain, she's about to come out with some fire. Like, that's my niece.
Your children are not into the music thing?
My sons, they produce. Okay. And rap.
Okay.
You know,
so they should have a group.
Raps.
They should have a group. No, they should make them into a group.
Yeah, it's like my son Reezy. He raps and he produces.
Okay.
And so does Lil Inf. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the two of them together.
You got
crazy.
Infinite Lil Inf.
Yeah. Mini Inf. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's doing their thing, man. Everybody's getting big, growing up. You know what I mean?
So you gotta switch your position now to C.E.O. position. Now you gotta.
I gotta coach them. Now.
Yeah. You Coach Carter. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
That's dope. Dope. So you're saying, were you surprised the Raptors won? Are you into sports, first of all?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Did you play sports?
Language.
Did you play sports?
I played basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah, I played basketball when I was in Smithfield.
Okay.
And then when I went to Marion, grade 9 was my last year. Like, you know, I did track and field too.
Yeah, I was in track. I was into track too.
Smithfield.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
So,
Used to love basketball and track.
So, you surprised the Raptors won?
No. I was the one that everybody was like, Raptors ain't winning. Everybody's looking at me like that. And I was like, no, the Raptors are going to win.
You called it from early?
You know why? Because when DeRozan was there, we used to give Golden State a problem, but we never used to finish it off. We were so close when we used to play them. I don't know if people remember that. Like, it was like tied with a minute left to go.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen when we have Kawhi Leonard? I knew we were going to do it.
For sure.
I just didn't know what was going to happen that year. I thought it was going to be another year, but it happened the first year. So
I knew it was going down before the playoffs started.
Yeah,
but I just had to see the season, and then the man made a comment that made me say, "Yo, hold up, what does he mean by that? That was Kawhi." He's like, "Yo, regular season is practice." I'm like, "Yo, that's a sick man's mentality." Like that's a sick man. Yo, the other day, people are saying, "Yeah, LeBron, Ray his team beat Kawhi's team." I'm remembering what the man's saying. Regular season is practice.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all wait till the playoffs when Kawhi start hurt, man.
Tear up everybody. Get sick. It's gonna get sick on everybody. That's those two teams, Lakers and Clippers, serious.
Yeah. Well, all I know is the Raptors better deal with Milwaukee. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Play some defense, some good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But yeah, let me grab my book right here. You already know the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
27th letter book, based on letters I wrote my daughter while I was incarcerated.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you your copy. This is your copy right here.
Yeah.
You know.
Respect.
So, and this is the book that I get all my guests to write into. Mm-hmm. So the premise of basically I wrote letters to my daughter, not knowing what the future held, because I was serving a life sentence. So I used to write her once a month on the 27th. That's what I call the 27th letters.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna ask you to do is, you got children, you got family, loved ones.
Without.
Picture yourself having to go somewhere and not knowing what the future holds when you're gonna see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Put together some words of words. What would you say? You know what I mean? What would you say to them?
You want me to say it right now?
No,
or
write it.
Yeah?
Yeah, write it.
Okay.
And then we're good, and thank you for coming out.
No doubt, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, yo, tell them your handle. What's your handle?
Yo, infinite_LD on Instagram. Alright?
Okay.
No doubt, man. You can do the Twitter thing, it's like infinite_LDC. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like I said, I'm more like on Instagram. Alright?
See. So you're just right.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever comes to mind that that you want to part on to your loved ones, your children, just not knowing
guidance,
whatever. You know what I mean? Like these words live by. These are the words. If you're gonna know something, these are the words I'm gonna give to you.
Yeah,
subscribe.
For sure, man. Yeah, no doubt.
Just date it and sign it.
No doubt.
You already know. Thank you for coming out. 27th Letter Podcast. See y'all. Peace.